The canned ravioli aisle is a masterclass in making bad choices look like variety. 8 different brands, all promising convenience and comfort, but most delivering something closer to regret in a can. While you've been assuming all canned ravioli is basically the same mushy mess in tomato sauce, some truly questionable products have infiltrated grocery store shelves. We're talking pasta that dissolves into paste, mystery meat that sticks to your teeth like rubber cement, and sodium levels that would make your cardiologist weep. Here's the thing, the canned ravioli aisle looks like it offers choices, but the reality is brutal. Most of it is manufactured by the same 2 companies wearing different labels. Some brands charge you $3 for organic disappointment, others save you 50 cents while assaulting your dignity. So let's talk about the 8 canned ravioli brands that range from actively offensive to surprisingly acceptable and everything in between. Because life's too short to waste money on gelatinous pasta that tastes like cardboard swimming in ketchup. Smash that subscribe button because we're about to save you from some seriously depressing grocery decisions. Number 8, Organic's Cheesy Mini Ravioli. This generic store brand slaps organic on the label and charges premium prices for the worst canned pasta experience available. The pasta has a cardboard-like texture that dissolves when heated. The sauce tastes like a sweet Bloody Mary. And get this, you can see cheese inside each ravioli, but there's absolutely 0 cheese flavor detectable. 690 milligrams of sodium in just a half cup. That's 30% of your daily intake. You're paying $2 to $3 per can for something reviewers call gross in every way. Taste tests ranked it dead last. Grocery stores know shoppers equate organic with better and will pay more without questioning if the food is actually edible. The organic label becomes a permission slip to charge premium prices while delivering sub-basement quality. You're paying extra to feel virtuous while eating something that tastes like punishment. Number 7, Great Value Mini Beef Ravioli. Walmart's answer to Chef Boyardee. At under $1 per can, it's the cheapest option available. Your taste buds will know exactly why. The pasta is mushy and dissolves into sauce. The filling is minimal beef that tastes like nothing. The most baffling part? 760 milligrams of sodium per can. That's 33% of your daily value. Where did all that salt go? There's 0 flavor payoff. Walmart knows their demographic will buy the cheapest option regardless of quality. Conagra, which owns Chef Boyardee, likely co-packs this product. You're paying less to get a deliberately worse version of an already mediocre product. When saving half a dollar means eating flavorless mush, you're just paying less to be disappointed. Number 6, Chef Boyardee Mini Beef Ravioli, an extension of the iconic Chef Boyardee line, shrunk down for kid-friendly portions. It takes all the texture issues of regular ravioli and concentrates them into bite-sized disappointments. Soggy, mushy pillows that stick to your teeth with a gelatinous mouthfeel. Sharp, spiky beef texture that feels unnatural. And here's the real kicker, 9 grams of sugar per can, 780 milligrams of sodium, 52% of your daily value. $1.18 for smaller ravioli at the same price. Chef Boyardee markets this as kid-friendly because smaller equals cuter. They're counting on busy parents grabbing whatever has the most recognizable brand name. The reality is that kids will eat it because kids will eat anything when they're hungry, not because it's good. Shrinking the ravioli didn't shrink the problems. It just gave you more individual pieces to regret. If this is already saving you from a bad meal, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Number 5, Campbell's RavioliOs. Launched in the 1970s under Franco-American, later absorbed into Campbell's SpaghettiOs line. These distinctly round ravioli are increasingly difficult to find and effectively discontinued. The round shape gives better structure than SpaghettiOs, but they're still mushy. Nostalgic reviews describe more meat in thicker sauce than Chef Boyardee, but it lost the market battle despite alleged quality advantages. RavioliOs died because Campbell's couldn't compete with Chef Boyardee's 70-year head start and dominant shelf space. In the ruthless world of canned pasta, being slightly better means nothing if you can't get distribution. People remember it fondly mainly because nostalgia is a powerful drug. The fact that it's discontinued proves that being marginally better than Chef Boyardee isn't enough to survive. Number 4, Chef Boyardee Cheese Ravioli. Part of Chef Boyardee's core lineup as the cheese alternative to beef. It markets itself as using real cheese. which is technically true but deeply misleading. Same soggy, overcooked texture as the beef version. Bland pasta with mild cheese flavor that gets overpowered by sweet tomato sauce. The filling uses cheddar and Romano cheese, actual cheese, but in such small amounts the flavor barely registers. Still 9 grams of sugar per can, 210 calories, $1.18. Reviews mention it's better than the beef version mainly because cheese is less offensive than mystery meat. Chef Boyardee offers cheese ravioli because having multiple SKUs creates the illusion of choice while using essentially the same sauce and pasta base. It's market segmentation at its most cynical. And congratulations, you've graduated from mystery meat to underwhelming cheese. When your best quality is at least it's not beef, you're damning with the faintest possible praise. Number 3. Chef Boyardee Beef Ravioli. The original, launched in 1965. This iconic brand owns 70% of the canned ravioli market through sheer ubiquity. Your childhood nostalgia is covering up for some seriously questionable food science. Soggy, mushy ravioli that sticks to the roof of your mouth like an amorphous blob. The taste is less sweet than SpaghettiOs with slight tomato acidity, but overwhelmingly bland. The filling is gray, discolored beef with sharp, spiky texture. It contains textured vegetable protein and mechanically separated chicken. The sauce is actually the best part, less sweet than competitors with actual acidity. But it can't say the rest. 220 calories, 780 milligrams sodium, 52% of your daily value, 9 grams of sugar, $1.18 per can. Customers describe it as like taking a giant spoonful of baby food. Discolored ravioli and suspiciously gray meat. Chef Boyardee survives on brand recognition. ConAgra knows you're not buying it because it's good. You're buying it because it's familiar, cheap, and requires zero mental effort. They've successfully convinced millions that nostalgia is a valid substitute for quality. This is the devil you know. Mediocre, mushy, loaded with suspicious ingredients, but at least consistent in its mediocrity. And if you're finding this ranking useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise. Number 2. Annie's Organic Cheesy Ravioli. Part of Annie's homegrown organic line, now owned by General Mills. This is the first canned ravioli tested that has actual detectable cheese flavor, which is genuinely impressive in this category. The pasta dough is bland but better than Chef Boyardee. The consistency is watery and soup-like. The taste shows sweet and savory balance, actual complexity. You can taste the cheese, which puts it miles ahead despite weak flavor. The sauce is most flavorful in the category but too thin and watery. 180 calories, 690. Milligrams sodium in half a can, 30% of your daily value. Organic ingredients throughout. The price is $3.49 to $3.99. Literally triple Chef Boyardee's price. Better flavor than everything ranked below it, but texture problems keep it from being truly good. Annie succeeds by targeting parents who want to feel good about convenient food choices. The organic label provides psychological permission to buy canned pasta. You're not being lazy. You're being health conscious. General Mills bought Annie's specifically to capture this premium guilt relief market segment. This is what paying 3 times more gets you. Actual cheese flavor and soup-like consistency. You're essentially buying the right to feel morally superior while eating marginally better canned ravioli. Number 1. Campbell's SpaghettiOs with Meatballs. Wait, this isn't ravioli. But here's the thing, it's the best canned pasta option available by a significant margin. If you're buying canned pasta, this is the only product that actually delivers decent flavor and texture. The O-shaped rings hold their shape better than any ravioli. Firm without being crunchy. Sweet and savory balance with actual complexity. The meatballs are beef, pork, and chicken that add savoriness and break up the sweetness. The sauce has actual depth and balance. This is the only product tested with genuinely bold flavor. 600 milligrams of sodium per can, the lowest in the entire category tested. $1.25 to $1.50, comparable to mid-range options. Multiple taste tests rank this first. 50 plus years of consistent quality builds trust that actually matches reality. SpaghettiOs with Meatballs succeeds because Campbell's never tried to make it something it's not. It's kid food that tastes good, priced fairly, with no pretense of being healthy or gourmet. The meatballs do real work here. Campbell's focused on perfecting one product instead of flooding shelves with mediocre variations. This is the best canned pasta available, period. Yes, that means actual ravioli loses to O-shaped noodles with tiny meatballs. When even the best ravioli can't beat SpaghettiOs, maybe the real lesson is that canned ravioli as a category just isn't very good. So what have we learned from this descent into canned pasta mediocrity? That choice is an illusion when two corporations control the entire market, slapping different labels on essentially the same disappointing product at wildly different price points. At the bottom, store brand organics prove that healthy labels mean nothing when the food tastes like cardboard swimming in sugar syrup. At the top, the best actual ravioli still loses to SpaghettiOs, which tells you everything about how broken this category really is. Here's your takeaway. If you're committed to buying canned ravioli, Chef Boyardee beef is your default option. Not because it's good, but because it's the cheapest consistent mediocrity available. If you can admit that canned pasta doesn't need to be ravioli shaped, buy SpaghettiOs with meatballs and actually enjoy your meal. And if you're paying $3 for Annie's because the organic label makes you feel better, just know you're funding General Mills' marketing department, not meaningfully improving your nutrition. The best canned ravioli is the one you don't buy because you made real food instead. But we all know you're still going to buy it when you're tired and broke. So at least now you'll make an informed bad decision. Hit subscribe if this changed how you'll shop for canned ravioli, and drop a comment telling us which ranking you think we got wrong.